1984 by George Orwell. 1984 is a dystopian novel that explores the themes of totalitarianism, surveillance, and individual freedom. Set in Airstrip 1, formerly Great Britain, the story follows Winston Smith, a low-ranking member of the ruling party in Oceania. The party, led by Big Brother, exercises complete control over its citizens, monitoring their every action with the omnipresent telescreens and the thought police. Winston, who harbors rebellious thoughts against the party, begins a clandestine affair with Julia, sharing his dreams of resistance. However, their rebellion is short-lived as they are betrayed and subjected to the party's brutal re-education process, which breaks their spirit and loyalty to each other. Winston's eventual acceptance of the party's doctrine and his love for Big Brother signify the terrifying power of totalitarian regimes to crush individual thought and freedom. Orwell's masterpiece is a chilling prediction of the dangers of authoritarianism and a powerful argument for the importance of protecting democratic values and human rights. Let's deep dive into the book. A world of total surveillance. In the dystopian world of Oceania, Winston Smith lives under the oppressive regime of the party, led by the elusive Big Brother. The party enforces strict control over all aspects of life, employing advanced technology and a network of informants to monitor its citizens. Telescreens in every home and public space make private life virtually non-existent, with the thought police punishing any form of dissent or deviation from party doctrine. Winston's rebellion begins. Despite outward conformity, Winston harbors deep-seated hatred for the party and dreams of rebellion. He begins to test the boundaries of resistance by reading a diary, an act punishable by death if discovered. This diary becomes an outlet for his true feelings and a symbol of his mental rebellion against the party's omnipresent control. The Forbidden Romance. Winston embarks on a clandestine affair with Julia, a co-worker who shares his disdain for the party. Their relationship is both an act of rebellion and a quest for personal freedom. Together, they seek moments of privacy and intimacy in a world where both are forbidden, finding solace in each other's company away from the watchful eyes of the party. O'Brien and the Brotherhood. Winston and Julia are drawn into a risky association with O'Brien, a high-ranking party official whom Winston believes to be a secret member of the Brotherhood, an underground resistance movement. O'Brien's apparent sympathy towards their cause and his promise of aid and information about the Brotherhood ignites hope in Winston and Julia for a possible overthrow of the party. The trap is sprung. Their trust in O'Brien proves to be their undoing. The couple is arrested by the thought police in a sting operation led by O'Brien himself, who is revealed to be a loyal servant of the party, not a rebel. The safe house where they met in secret is exposed as a trap, and their dreams of resistance are crushed. Winston's torture and re-education. Winston is taken to the Ministry of Love, where he is subjected to brutal torture and indoctrination. O'Brien oversees his re-education, systematically breaking down Winston's resistance and forcing him to accept the party's version of reality. The process is designed not just to punish dissent, but to erase it completely, ensuring total allegiance to Big Brother. The betrayal of Julia. In the depths of his torture, Winston's will is broken, and he betrays Julia, pleading with O'Brien to subject her to the torture in his stead. This ultimate betrayal marks the complete breakdown of his resistance and the victory of the party over his mind and spirit. Acceptance of party doctrine. Winston is eventually released back into society after he genuinely accepts the party's ideology, including the principle of doublethink, the acceptance of two contradictory beliefs simultaneously. His re-education is deemed complete when he no longer harbors rebellious thoughts and fully believes in the infallibility of Big Brother. Life after re-education. Winston returns to a life of superficial normalcy, working a mundane job at the Ministry of Truth and participating in the routine activities of party life. However, he is a changed man, a shell of his former self, having lost the capacity for independent thought and genuine emotion. The Final Conversion. The novel concludes with Winston in the Chestnut Tree Cafe, a place where outcasts of the party are known to congregate. As he drinks Victory Gin and watches a news report glorifying the successes of Oceania, he experiences a moment of revelation. He realizes that he truly loves Big Brother, signifying his complete transformation and the triumph of the party's control over the individual. This final acceptance of Big Brother's omnipotence and the party's ideology marks the culmination of Winston's journey from rebellion to submission, illustrating the terrifying power of totalitarianism to crush the human spirit. Let's explore together the main themes and concepts of the book. Totalitarianism and oppression. 1984 portrays a society under complete control of a totalitarian regime that suppresses individual freedom and expression. The omnipresent government, led by Big Brother, utilizes constant surveillance, propaganda, and the rewriting of history to maintain power and manipulate the populace. Orwell explores the mechanisms of totalitarianism, demonstrating how such regimes maintain authority by eroding personal liberties, altering reality, and instilling fear among citizens. This theme warns of the dangers posed by absolute power and the loss of personal freedoms in favor of state control. Surveillance and the loss of privacy. The novel delves into the concept of perpetual surveillance, with the party monitoring the actions and thoughts of every individual through telescreens and the thought police. This omnipresent observation creates a society devoid of privacy, where citizens cannot trust even their thoughts or loved ones. Orwell's exploration of surveillance serves as a critique of government overreach and the erosion of privacy, emphasizing the importance of safeguarding personal freedoms against intrusive powers. Manipulation of truth and reality. 1984 examines how the manipulation of information and history is used to control perceptions of reality. The party's slogan, "Who controls the past controls the future. Who controls the present controls the past," highlights its ability to reshape historical facts to suit its agenda. Through the Ministry of Truth, the regime alters records and disseminates falsehoods to ensure its version of reality is unchallenged. Orwell critiques the fragility of objective truth in the face of powerful entities bent on shaping reality to their ends. Psychological control and indoctrination. The party exerts psychological control over its citizens, using fear, brainwashing, and propaganda to enforce loyalty and suppress dissent. The concept of doublethink, the ability to hold two contradictory beliefs simultaneously, reflects the mental manipulation individuals undergo to align with party doctrine. Orwell explores the devastating effects of ideological indoctrination on personal identity and intellectual freedom, showcasing how totalitarian regimes use psychological coercion to dominate and reshape human thought. Resistance and the human spirit. Amid the oppressive environment of Oceania, Winston Smith's struggle against the party represents the human desire for autonomy and resistance against tyranny. His initial acts of rebellion, love affair with Julia, and quest for truth underscore the resilience of the human spirit. Orwell illustrates the complexities of resistance within an all-powerful state, ultimately presenting a bleak view of its effectiveness, but affirming the inherent drive towards freedom and self-determination in the face of oppressive forces. Let's talk about the author. George Orwell, born Eric Arthur Blair on June 25, 1903, in Motihari, India, was a British novelist, essayist, journalist, and critic renowned for his lucid prose, outspoken support of democratic socialism, and firm opposition to totalitarianism. Orwell's work is characterized by his powerful social commentary and the exploration of themes such as poverty, political oppression, and the abuse of power. His experiences in the Spanish Civil War, as well as his observations of the socio-political landscape of his time, deeply influenced his two most famous works, Animal Farm and 1984, which remain profoundly influential critiques of political extremism and dystopian futures. Orwell died on January 21, 1950, in London, leaving behind a legacy as one of the 20th century's most important and insightful writers on the subject of power and its impact on human freedom and society. Sincere thanks for watching. If you found this summary helpful, consider taking a moment to hit the subscribe button, like or share the video. If you have any feedbacks or book requests, make sure to leave a comment. Regardless, I wish you a great day.